Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Daily Audio Diet. It's all access for this one because it's an important announcement that came out today from Universal under You Discover Music. And it's a new series called Vinylphyle. They call it a premium vinyl experience for people who love vinyl. And so it is now Universal's turn to take a swipe at the very process that Rhino has done with the Hi-Fi series, taking material that they have exclusive licensing to and putting it into a higher level form of vinyl pressing and packaging. It's cut by an elite group of vinyl engineers using all analog mastering from original sources. Each are 180 grams black vinyl pressings that are crafted at RTI for unmatched fidelity and depth. Now, ironically, when I was at RTI, I saw a few of these actually in the pressing process at the time. And if you look closely at a few of my videos that I did for the pressing process and beyond, you might notice them. Now we see which ones have been released, but they each are going to have 4-panel inserts with liner notes, photos, and artwork drawn from the original packaging, designed to immerse the listener into a sound and story of each album. And so on their webpage, they actually do show the process for this, just like my video showed the process for making vinyl. Coincidentally, I knew that Universal was coming in the day after we left, which was September 30th. So they were there on the 1st of October to gather this information in preparation for this series. Beyond the video on the Vinylphyle page, they also have RTI's Don McGinnis explaining the Vinylphyle process and answering some questions about the craft and process involved and the sound and experience of it as well. So we have Bob Marley and the Wailers' Exodus. We have the band's Northern Lights' Southern Cross, Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song, and the Velvet Underground and Nico, the self-titled album. So it is very interesting to see that these are now coming out as a salvo towards, again, this part of the audiophile and vinyl community. They see that we're spending the money and will pay a bit of a premium. And so that's what this is all about. Another unique element of this series is I see that you can order a test pressing of each of these 4 releases, although I now see that the Velvet Underground one is sold out. So it really starts to look like what's happening in the industry is that these labels are taking the 33 RPM versions of these records, and they are going to be the ones to try to put out a, quote, audiophile version of them and leave the 2x45s to other folks such as Analog Productions and Mobile Fidelity. We see it happening in spades with certain releases over and over again, and this now seems to be a pattern. And it's all a matter of, well, grabbing the cash, taking on new products and providing us with an opportunity to purchase something that maybe we don't have in our library, but we want something a little bit better than just the average release. So all of these series now coming out is starting to set a pattern. And I'm guessing that maybe Sony is going to jump into this as well. Now, Sony utilizes Mobile Fidelity a lot. I think they have a very close relationship. The whole DSD technology that is leveraged by Mobile Fidelity is owned and created by Sony, and they have a front row seat to those technologies. So this all seems to be morphing into an industry approach that recognizes the need for better pressings, better masterings, and going through to these titles that are maybe not as expressed as commonly through these channels because let's say they haven't been made available on the audiophile side. Now, of course, you have the Marley, which we have had through Chad before. But this just keeps upping the ante and spreading across the vinyl community different options for purchasing these records. But we're looking for more than just the things that have always been released. Let's start filling some of the gaps, some of the things that haven't been released as much or as frequently, and let's see those things starting to come to pass. The band's release is a great example. I think the Velvet Underground is another one. And of course, this time of year, a Christmas title is always going to have some legs for at least a few months. So this is Universal's way of saying, Rhino Hi-Fi, we see what you've done with the Reserve Series as well, and we're going to come to bat as well with our titles and let the consumers decide. Of course, the consumers have limited funds. So to me, this is all getting a little squishy in terms of making selections and choosing what to buy. It certainly doesn't help the pocketbook, that's for sure. So as always, thanks for watching. Again, if you're not a member, these daily audio diets come out every day for members only. Occasionally I put one over on All Access. But for $4.99 a month, you get one of these every day and some additional material as well. Consider joining the channel. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll catch you tomorrow for the next daily audio diet.